This is day 13 of the 30-day reading challenge, and today's book is Ultralearning by Scott H. Young. The book is about 304 pages, and it took me about 4 hours to read and take notes on. The book is a self-help book, and it talks about how to master hard skills and essentially learn more effectively and efficiently. I'm going to attach a copy of my notes in the description, so I won't spend too much time on the content. I'll overview the book format though. The book is divided into 14 chapters. Of the 14 chapters, 9 talk about the main principles of ultralearning, with each chapter devoted to one of the principles. Each of these chapters first start off with a real-world example of a person who has utilized the principle well. Then it goes on to talk about what the principle is, why it matters, and how you can implement and utilize it throughout your ultralearning journey. To wrap up the chapters, it summarizes what was said and adds a few notes. I personally really enjoyed this book, not only because the content was useful and fascinating, but also because of its clear and concise formatting. All of the author's points are well organized, and the use of subtitles and numbers really helped me to absorb the information easily. As well, the content is something that is extremely important and relevant in our daily lives. As students and citizens, we are bombarded with so much information to learn, it's hard to do so effectively. This book is an amazing guide for anybody who wants to learn a new skill, language, concept, or start their own project or challenge. No matter who you are, I believe that you'll be able to take away something of use to you. There isn't much that would discourage you from reading this book, other than a slight lack of visuals or the slightly more detailed examples. But I believe that the stories that the author uses should help you to understand the concepts easier. If they do inhibit your ability to take in the author's message, then feel free to skip them. As I mentioned before, this book is so well organized, and it's easy to read and understand only the parts of the book that interests you or applies to you. Overall, I'd rate this book 4.7 out of 5, which is really quite high. There is so much to take away and utilize, and I'm extremely grateful that I was able to pick up this book. If you end up reading it, feel free to add any additional notes or comments to the notes document. I wish you all the best with each of your learning experiences and projects, and thank you all for listening.